How do I manifest true love? This is the number one question that I've been getting lately from clients coming up to me with all this willingness, with all this hope. And when I actually tell them that manifesting true love is a journey, not a destination, their face completely changes. And a lot of them even drop out. The problem is that everybody wants love and nobody is willing to do the work that it takes to open yourself up to having a healthy dating life and thus attracting the one. This video is made for people that want to understand the practical steps that it takes to open yourself up to having a healthy dating life and healthy relationships. If you want to get out of your comfort zone for just a few minutes, I suggest you stay tuned. Right off the bat, if you're one of those people that do not like dating, you're gonna have a very hard time manifesting true love or something healthy into your life. Why? Because indirectly or directly, what you're really saying is that you don't want to waste your time, you just want to get to the finish line. And this is an illusion of the mind, guys. The days continue, the weeks continue right after you meet the one. There is no finish line. You are wanting to rush into what you want because according to your beliefs, this is what's gonna bring you the happiness that you've been looking for. And you don't wanna waste your time. First of all, I just wanna let you know that is super faulty way of thinking and that is all head. There is no heart there. However, I just wanna let you know one thing, and that is, I feel you, my friend. I was just there with you. But if you've been following the law of attraction and other self-improvement modalities, you by now probably know that you have to be grateful for where you're at so you can then manifest where you really want to be, which means manifest the journey and being grateful for the journey to where you want to be. And this brings me to actually tip number 1. Tip number 1 is get out of your head. In this one, you've got to be brutally honest with yourself, which means admitting to yourself that, wait, I've been wanting love and nothing is happening. Whatever it is that I'm doing or thinking is not serving me. So you've got to be honest with yourself and admit that to yourself first and foremost. And this usually means that you've been living in your head and not in your heart. This brings me to tip number 2. How bad do you want it? I always tell my clients to put their hands in their heart and ask themselves, how bad do I want this? How bad do you want it? And if your answer is, I really want this, then that means that you're gonna have to be flexible. Flexible means the willingness to accept that maybe you've been wrong this whole time and letting yourself be guided by a coach, by a mentor, by a therapist, by the universe at large. It doesn't matter, but be willing to try new things and ways of seeing new perspectives in life. If you're somebody who is known for having a string of bad relationships back to back, I strongly suggest you get yourself with a therapist or a coach that can help you understand yourself and heal your patterns. Which brings me to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is to surrender time. Time, the idea of time, lies in your head. It does not lie in your heart. So if you give yourself a time limit for something that is so precious, such as love, like the most precious thing in the world, you are completely sabotaging yourself. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Because when you give something time, it signifies that I don't have it. See, when you keep thinking about, oh, I need to have it by this time, you're literally saying, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it. And the closer you get to that time, the stronger the resistance is going to become, and the stronger you're going to see, I don't have it, I don't have it. So you have to surrender to the process and you have to surrender time. It's never, ever, ever going to work in your favor. And actually, it's actually going to lead you to a breakdown. Which in a way is actually a good thing because breakdowns are really breakthroughs for you to finally surrender time. So in a way it's not that bad, but if you can actually surrender time beforehand, you can save the breakdown and already go into your breakthrough. I actually have a hint for you guys. When you feel very strongly and determined to actually go after the things that you love, which is right now manifesting love, that means that it's actually a lot closer to you than you think. Ding, ding, ding. So that's a really nice and huge plus. So yes, guys, surrender time. And last but certainly not least, and it's actually the most important one, dun dun dun, tip number 4 is to be vulnerable. And yes, tip number 4 is to be vulnerable. This is where the magic of everything lies. This is where self-awareness is everything, guys. So here is where you've learned to connect with your feelings and let go of whatever pain, whatever insecurity is holding you back, and you learn to open your heart and speak from your heart. The problem with people that are not in relationships and the problem with people that don't like dating is because you have a hard time being vulnerable. You've been hurt in the past, you've been disappointed many times in the past, and thus you close yourself. We close ourselves. We build up walls, right? And we believe that, that people have to earn our trust. We believe that people have to earn their way into your heart, and it doesn't really work that way. Being vulnerable is about coming into a space open-heartedly, but also being aware enough to make the best decisions for you at this time. Your true power of love lies in the ability to be vulnerable, guys. So if you're not vulnerable, you will not receive the blessings that the universe has to give. And actually, at first, it feels kind of like a daunting task. You're like, oh man, I have to open up. I have to look into the past. But at first, it feels daunting like that. But after a while, it actually becomes your true power. People that are vulnerable, we naturally gravitate to those people. Those are the people that are the most open and ready to receive love. The key here lies into understanding and completely feeling your way into your own vulnerability and actually seeing the fact that your vulnerability is actually a sign of strength, not a sign of weakness, by understanding yourself and letting go of your disappointments and the past. I hope that this video has really served you, and I hope that you enjoy watching. If you really like my content, you're more than welcome to visit my YouTube channel, Universal Iris. And if you want to connect with me a little bit more, you're more than welcome to visit my Facebook page, Universal Iris, where every other Thursday, I actually do Facebook Lives called The Awakening Hour, where we talk about spirituality, the self, love, and the subconscious mind, and the law of attraction. And once a month, I do free angel readings. Well, guys, I hope this serves somebody today. And if you know someone that is actually going through a pretty hard time when it comes to their love life, I definitely suggest you share this video to them. I love you guys, and I'll catch you next time. Mwah. Bye!